My name is Wale Yaya, and I am a graduate student in the Instructional Design and Educational Technology program, pursuing a master's degree at Texas A&M University-Corpus Christi. Alongside my academic work, I currently serve as an agent with the Texas Health and Human Service Commission, where I help facilitate vital resources for the people of Texas. The purpose of this defense is to demonstrate my readiness for advanced instructional design roles through the lens of my IDET journey, my client's projects, my experience, and the reflections on key case scenarios. To demonstrate my instructional design knowledge, I'll respond to scenario questions for project-based learning and also for learning theories, behaviorism, cognitivism, and constructivism. The first milestone of my journey began with instructional design applications, a course taught by Dr. Susan Elwood. This course introduced me to innovative tools like Adobe Captivate and Articulate 360, and I explored how AI-powered language models could support instructional design. This was a foundational experience that also shaped how I approached my client's project. I also developed collaborative skills that were essential in real-world client interactions. And what you're seeing right now are some of the notable classes that I enjoyed while partaking in the IDET program, the Instructional Design and Educational Technology program. And if you look into my portfolio, you can see different links to the projects that I have worked on while in the program. Another milestone achieved with this program was with IDET5397 Instructional Hypermedia with Dr. David Squires. I deepened my knowledge and understanding of identifying client needs through weekly discussion activities and reflective journals, which you can see listed in my folder here. These weekly journal activities also help and gave me more space to explore and share tools with my peers. It also allowed me to be aware of tools like Canva, GoAnimate, GIMP, and ScreenPal. These tools became central to the creation of my prototype, which I have developed for my client's project. For my Practicum capstone course and client's project, notable milestones include the design and development of a prototype training course. During this phase, I used a lot of Canva and Google Slides to design and also create storyboard for the training content. I conducted client meetings with Zoom where I discussed with the client regarding how we were going to set up the training. We also made key decisions during these meetings, and ultimately the course will be hosted using Articulate 360 or Adobe Captivate. The final milestone that I'll be talking about in this section is about the implementation and evaluation. I collected feedback from the client from time to time and incorporated their input to revise the training and to document the product correctly. This iterative process helped refine the final product and help guide the output into a usable and training resource that can be impactful. My client was JP Perez Real Estate, a new real estate organization based in La Vernia, Texas. My role was to design an onboarding training program to help new hires understand key policies and procedures. The final deliverables would include a comprehensive e-learning course that can be hosted on Articulate 360, a written training guide, and likewise formative and summative evaluations. This program ensures that the training is scalable and can be reused for multiple hires. Client feedback emphasized the need for clarity and consistency during onboarding, and also by providing a structured, self-paced training experience. My work directly helps supports the business operations for our clients, and it also helps prepare new employees for their readiness. Now I'm going to walk you through my portfolio. As you can see, I made use of the ADDIE approach. The project followed the ADDIE approach, which means we use the analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. The objective of this project includes to create a client consultation script that also incorporates company values. A showcase of the client project, which includes the planning, documents, design mockups, and final output. And all these can be located inside my portfolio over here. Also, throughout this experience, I did operate under a few key assumptions, such as assuming the client will provide timely feedback and access to resources, assuming that new hires will have the basic digital access and knowledge to utilize computers, and likewise that the program should be flexible enough to grow within the organization. Some of the strengths that I've demonstrated include conducting need analysis. There's always a need for analysis before actually creating solutions to a problem. Designing learner-centered solutions was also a benefit that I've learned from this project. The areas for growth would include expanding my skills in data analytics, also using SCORM, and for learning and advanced multimedia development. Now I'll be providing information regarding the two case scenarios that I have chosen to work on. The first one is the learning theories comparison, which I will be reviewing with you. And I also have my excerpts posted here, and which I'll be utilizing today. To demonstrate my instructional design knowledge, I'll respond to a scenario requiring a comparison of major learning theories, which is the behaviorism, cognitivism, and constructivism. To start with behaviorism, these are observable change in behavior which is shaped by the environment. The behaviorist views learning as a change in behaviors that can be observed, that we can see, and it is also shaped by reinforcement. And in the context of what that would look like would be like a gamified math quiz in a classroom with instant feedbacks and rewards for correct answers. That would be an example of behaviorism. Cognitivism focuses on how learners process or store and retrieve information. It includes the type of techniques that they use to do that, which chunking is one of them. Chunking information and connecting with prior knowledge is a fundamental of cognitivism. Other techniques such as using schema and allowing time for reflection supports the model of cognitivism. One of the examples that we can use to qualify cognitivism will be a teacher who pauses during a training to allow students to internalize and document instruction. That allows for accuracy and allows for the information to be documented and easily retrievable. So cognitivism is chunking information to allow for easy access and easy retrieval. Now the next is constructivism. Constructivism emphasizes that learners build knowledge through experience and collaboration. So learners have the ability to construct knowledge through experiences, through their social interactions, and likewise their reflection. And this knowledge can be dependent on context, can as well be socially driven. The main tenets of constructivism includes exploration, collaboration, and problem solving. These are the major key tenets to a constructivist approach. An example where constructivism can be explored will be in a class debate where students have gone out into the field to do research and then they come back into the classroom to deliberate and discuss their findings regarding their research. Constructivism encourages critical thinking. It also supports reflection. And the understanding of these theories also helps guide effective design strategies for the needs of diverse learners that we come across. The next case scenario that I'll be talking about is the project-based learning with community service. And this is just a conceptual design for a project-based learning with community service. For this scenario, I've been asked to implement a project-based learning initiative with a community service focus. And my approach would combine a constructivist and experiential learning theories. And by doing so, it helps work together, emphasizing hands-on problem solving, collaboration, and reflection. And this fits well with service learning, ensuring academic objectives meet real community needs while fostering civic responsibility and deeper student engagement. The project is structured in four main phases. First is the identification needs, which is the needs for identification. Under ADDIE, that will be the analysis phase. This is a stage where students research local issues in the assumption that I'm using, conducting surveys and interviews in the community, trying to find out information, for example, about food scarcity or food insecurity. Then once all these surveys and interviews have been gathered, then we move to the planning stage, which usually for this assumption will take about 3 to 4 weeks to create detailed plans and to display different ideas. And an example could be different students doing an art project and creating posters to decorate the school museum or the school wall. The third phase for the project management will be the implementation. This will be when students or the project individuals would execute the project. For example, if we're trying to build a recycling bin for a school, for example, we can do that while documenting progress using our blogs, using videos, or using GIS tools that we may have access to. And also assessment and reflection is very important, which will include final presentation, would also include digital portfolios, which would showcase the outcomes and feedback from community partners, and likewise self-evaluations. The tools that will be used to carry out this project would include Microsoft Teams, Canva, and Zoom for collaboration. In conclusion, my journey through the instructional design and educational technology program has equipped me with the knowledge, tools, and mindsets necessary for advanced instructional design. From mastering design software to managing client-based projects, and likewise from theoretical application to practical execution, I am confident in my readiness to lead impactful learning experiences in educational and corporate environments alike. The IDET program at Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi, offers a comprehensive curriculum that definitely merges theoretical foundations with practical applications, which covers a wide range of topics that include instructional design principles and educational tools. My journey in this program has definitely been rewarding and has been both professionally and personally transformative. Thank you for reviewing my defense. Thank you for reviewing my portfolio. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to your feedbacks. Thank you.